Howdy, Possum Patty here. And did you know that here in Connecticut in southern New England, right around the middle of August, Mother Nature flips the switch and things start changing. The nights are longer and cooler, and you start seeing signs of fall everywhere. So today I'm doing a nature journaling page, although my nature journaling is just a little bit different than everyone else's, about the first signs of fall. So come on along. Of course, one of the first signs of fall is that the leaves on the trees begin to turn color. First sign is, if you look a little higher, way up in the top of the trees, there's some leaves that have turned red. Here's some leaves that are turning color. They're a little bit closer to see. It's also a time for nature's harvest. As I was walking down the lane, I saw some ripe blackberries and some wild grapes. They're still green, and I know they're going to turn purple later on. And look at the wild grapes. Maybe when you were in elementary school, you learned about the migration of the monarchs. So the monarchs are fueling up and getting ready to head south. And the elder tree had beautiful black berries, well, sort of like a dark purple, bluish color berries. And some dark purple elderberries. So what I did off camera is I cut this watercolor paper to a size to fit into my journal. And then I was greatly influenced by a picture that my sister sent me. I believe it's like an IPA beer called Elder Betty. And one thing that I love to do is sort of turning a tree figure into a female form. Now I did this years ago. I did a very large 2 feet by 3 feet mixed media piece of a tree whose roots were going down into a rock formation. And I used real rocks and real leaves and real acorns, and I used cardboard for the bark. It was a major project. And it went into a art show. That benefited Hawk Mountain, which is a sanctuary for hawks on migration. And I've done a few other pieces, mostly in journals since then. But the spirit that lives in the elder tree is the elder mother. Now, elder sounds like old, right? The elder. And so I sort of took the idea of what was on the bottle of the picture that my sister sent and tried to make it more gnarly and older looking. And almost a face here with the knots up at the top, and hair with some compound leaves. And then some gnarly branches. And then I have the elderberries, which are like a dark, almost black, dark purple. But they do have this sort of magenta stems. The berries have like a bright magenta stem, so you could just about see the magenta in there. And of course the female form with the hips and the legs and very large roots at the bottom. And now I'm just going to journal around on the page, and I am going to take my Micron pen, if I can find the right one, here. And I'm just going to go over these words with my Micron pen. I wrote them out in pencil first. And the first thing I'm going to write is the elder mother. Now, when I write my words, the cat just jumped on my back. I just kind of free form curly letters. This way nothing has to be straight. So if you don't get anything quite right, doesn't matter. It looks like it all belongs. And let's see, make it M, elder, curly O, mother. Now, people used to believe that the elder mother, the spirit in the elder tree, was gifted with magical powers, and she was able to put these powers into all parts of her, like her leaves and the roots and the berries, so that the parts of the tree do have this gift that was given to her. And this tree has been cultivated for thousands of years. And we know through the written record that it has been used medicinally for hundreds of years. And it is an antiviral, anti-inflammatory properties, I think in the berries. But you can't eat the berries raw, they'll make you sick. But you can cook them up, make some tea. They make cordials and syrups for sore throats. It's supposed to cure everything from the flu to a toothache. Some of the words associated with the elder tree are love, abundance, protection. People used to take the leaves and hang them at their front door, keep away evil spirits or negative spirits. And I have the word healing over here, still used today for healing. Pen doesn't write really well on watercolor paper, but that's okay. There's a watercolor paper has like a tooth to it. So it means it's a little bumpety. And also beauty. Of course, I did not make the spirit beauty. I tried to make it an elder spirit. Purification. P-U-R, pure. Make a circle there. Purification. And what else do we have here? Let's see. This tree is also associated with the cycle of life. Life. Death. And rebirth. Oops, I gotta go around the corner here. B-I-R-T-H. And I think I'll switch these words around. I'm gonna put, its Latin name is Sambucus. S A M B U C U S, and it is associated with magics. And can I squeeze magic in here somewhere? Sure, why not? M A G I C. I'm going to spell it with a K. All right. Now I have to wait for this to dry for a second, and then I'm going to erase the pencil marks. And should I put a little color on the ledge? I don't want to take away too much from the center image, but I might put just a little bit of color on there. Well, I have a bag full of these Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Markers, and I was just trying out a few colors. We've got Tumbled Glass, Broken China, Salty Ocean, Mowed Lawn, Forest Moss, Shaded Lilac, and Seedless Preserves. And I don't want to make the background too bright, so I was thinking maybe a light blue and a light purple, and then maybe just a touch of green under the roots. So under the roots, let's start there. I'm going to use the brush end. It has two ends, a fine tip and a brush end, and these are water soluble. And I'm just going to lightly brush this on. This almost matches the watercolor. I did the tree in watercolors. Just put a little bit of dark green and a little bit of light green. And then I will blend it together with my brush and some plain water, like that. And just take your brush, plain water, and just kind of go over, just touching it with the edge of the brush. These markers are lots of fun to play with. I think a lot of people that do maybe cards and stuff might use them. Or art journaling, definitely art journaling, mixed media. There, and there's the ground. Okay, now I want the words to look a little bit like sky, but I might put a little bit of this very light lilac. So how am I going to do this? I think I'll just go ahead and, well, I decided to do one word at a time. So I'm just going to add a touch of color here. Just a little blue and a little purple. And this is watercolor paper, so I don't have to worry about how much water I put on here. And just kind of blend it in a little bit. Spread the color around. Need a clean towel. Oh look, there was something on the towel. What is that? Oh, that's ink. Getting that everywhere. Okay. I have to go find a towel. See. Add a little more purple on this guy here. Just very lightly. Should I zoom in? Should I zoom in? Let's see if I can zoom in. How's that? Okay. Gonna do the same thing. A little bit of purple here and there. And a little bit of blue. And a little bit of water. Oh, I should put some more color on that one, I think. It's always good to start with a little because you could always add more. And it's really hard to take away. Let's see, let's put some purple there and there. Maybe there. A little more up there. And I think the cat wants to come in. She just wanted to go out a second ago. And there you have it. Beauty and purification. All right, I'm going to do the rest of them then. I'm using, I think this is a H.C. Moore marker. And this is not water soluble, but I'm just putting little dots on my letters because I felt like playing some more. Didn't want to be done so quickly. And I think any kind of fun lettering, or you can make any kind of fun lettering very easy just by printing something out and putting little tiny dots at each point. And they also look like little berries, like the elderberries, berries of the elder tree. And everywhere there's a line that comes to an end, you just put a little dot, and it just makes your printing fun. Fun, fun, fun. And it's all about, as Sharon says over at Connections of Lives and Interests, keeping the fun in everything you do. So Sharon, here's my fun for today. I am just going through and putting little dots. I love to study, well, I mean botany. I like to study botany too, but what I find even more interesting than not just studying the botany of a plant, but studying how people, past and present, have related to the plant. And this is called ethnobotany. Ethno meaning people. So did the people, did the culture consider the plant holy? Did they consider it to be used as medicine? Did they consider it as food? Did they consider it something they can use in religion or spiritual ceremonies? Did they make musical instruments out of it? This marker stinks. Must be alcohol marker. See, I wrote Sambucus, so that's my botany word right there. That's the Latin name for the elder tree, Sambucus. There are several different kinds of elder trees. And the one we have growing down the lane, I think is in a little bit of a wet spot. But they like a little bit of a sun, So you can see these growing along the highway in the ditches where the water collects and where they can get some sun. All right. I think I've played enough. I'm going to glue this into my journal. And the cat jumped up and is sitting on the back of my neck. Okay, there she is in my book, The Elder Mother. I just added August 2021, first signs of autumn. I glued it down, still a little wet. I schmoed one of my berries here. And that is my journaling page for today. So I just want to thank everybody for coming along. Happy nature journaling, happy junk journaling, happy art journaling, happy journaling. Bye-bye now.